Hey, it's Empress Rose here, and welcome to this collective reading. We're going to take what works, leave what doesn't. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. We're starting with the Work Your Light deck, which had something to say right off the bat here. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Well, okay, you don't have to have the callings compete for which one is deepest, but have you answered your deepest calling? Truth. Have you seen the truth? Is there something you're meant to do, and you know you're meant to do it? This is not a secret meant to do. Almost seems like it's a half-truth here. Warrior woman, powerful, capable, aggressive. Getting to the point. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Whoa. What are we doing here? Like this, creating your world, creating your dreams, creating your dream world. What do you want to see here? I almost see the sword as a key to opening up this, or creating that, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So keep going. You're doing it. A dream is coming true. Oh, that's interesting. A dream, a vision, your deepest calling, maybe the opportunity to do something that you've wanted to do, that you've had on your bucket list. The opportunity to create a dream, to make a dream come true here. Well, I mean, obviously we want to use our mind. You know, the sword here is definitely like using your mind, but there is something that may feel too good to be true, or too fascinating, too good to be true, and I think you're bringing some clear thought into this. It's not that it can't happen, it's that you need to be very thoughtful about it, and clear-headed, and clear thinking, and understanding like, yes, this is happening. Yes, this dream that you've had maybe for a long time is happening. What do you need to do? How do you need to think about it? How do you need to come in logically and with truth? But what I want to say here too is these two cards, it's true. It's true. It's really happening. It's true. What you want. Yeah, it's true. This is really happening. And then as I was like working with those cards, my hand flipped over this deck over here. So we have a Oh Sunny Day, which is like just in line with this. It's true, it's happening. But with this card, I always see someone who's been through some grief, who the widowed, and this person has a lot of experience. This is not just the blushing young bride or the old widow. It's some sort of combination, a very realistic combination of the two. And it's interesting too, because as I was pulling out these decks, I was like, it's kind of hard, soft decks. Then I switched some of the decks out, so it's like soft, hard, soft, soft. Like, but that's a little bit of like this hard and soft juxtaposition, which seems to have been present since the preparations for this reading. So the hard and soft. But this to me too is we have these ladybugs here. We have 3 ladybugs, which remind me of the 3 little birds. Everything's going to be all right. And also this communication from the afterlife, from people who have already passed. But in this card, I always see her, she has a vision. She's seeing it in this sort of weird state here, in this fog. She can see the vision. She has the vision, right? Your vision, she has the vision here. She's seeing it. Maybe nobody else has that vision. Maybe that's just a very unique dream to you. But you're seeing it, and Oh Sunny Day, like, it almost seems like if it's too perfect, it's not. It's just perfect enough. Like, and it's something you've really wanted. This is very much a really good day and like a dream coming true. And I want to say like an opportunity for you to do something you've always wanted to do. Okay. And then we're going to go to Tiger Breathing Bears Under the Shell deck. It's funny, sometimes I pick up these decks and all these memories come back of like, oh, wasn't that fun? We have one on the couch here, but I want another one. Or, you know, I pick up this deck and I feel all these memories of different readings and how interesting. It's fun. I hope I have another memory. Thoughts. I'm like, I pick up this deck and I'm having all these memories of like, and it's thoughts coming in. This is like the 8 of Wands card, almost like a bunch of thoughts and ideas and communication, dreams, memories, but they're coming out. I love how, you know, okay, they could be, this has a storm cloud, but nothing else is here. Oh yeah, no, we've got the hard, soft going on with these ones. So this looks like, to me, these arrows coming out of this storm cloud. This is like the mind has a lot of maybe anxieties and fears in it. But these arrows, it's, you know, the cloud having the potential, and then the rain actually coming out of the cloud, actually hitting this earth, actually like coming from the cloud and formulating into tangible things, right? She's looking into this cloud, she's looking into this fog. And then we have like this fog kind of coalescing in this very natural process of a cloud beginning to rain, beginning to produce something measurable, something real, tangible, measurable. So this is just about the thoughts, but here they are. And someone may be communicating a lot of thoughts. They may be communicating about some anxieties and fears that they have. And these arrows, as they hit the ground, and as I'm being reminded of almost every 8 of Wands card there is, of just hitting the ground and thoughts becoming real is what I'm seeing here. And I'm just thinking too, oh, sunny day, like I shut my curtains and somehow the sunshine is like made it through. And so it's very bright here when I look up. Anyway, a little, I don't know, self-referential there. But she's looking into this cloud, right? These thoughts and ideas, and she's having this vision, these thoughts and ideas. But it seems to me like this cloud is at least speaking something into reality, or we've got raindrops now. We've got some raindrops. And then tiger tail. And I love these footprints stepping delicately over the tiger tail. Cat. It could be some Leo energy here. But it could be like these fears too. And just kind of tiptoeing around something, right? We're not stepping on the tiger's tail, but we're not stepping on the tiger's tail because we've really thought about stepping. There's a lot of like intentionality, paying attention to how you show up somewhere, paying attention to what you're doing, thoughtfully sidestepping possibly something that could be here ruining this glorious day, or intentionality. I think that's the ticket. We're not unintentionally stepping on this danger zone, but we're intentionality. And it could be, you know, sometimes we don't want to get stuck in fears and anxieties and all of that, but sometimes it's good to kind of explore, prepare for the worst, hope for the best kind of situation. So these thoughts could be helping you kind of sort out, well, what if the tiger has their tail out in the middle of the trail here? Well, then I can step over it thoughtfully. So to me, this tiger's tail is a bit of avoiding conflict, even though we may be anticipating it. So it could be like a really great day, a really cool event, and we could anticipate some conflict, but it is avoidable with some intentionality and thought. Now, not all conflict is, you know, oftentimes it's just better to, hey, no, I don't like that, like very casually in the moment, rather than like, oh, why did they do that? I'm going to go home and ruminate about it and then have a big discussion about it later. So, so not that kind of avoiding conflict, but the like, this seems unnecessary, right? It would be so unnecessary with all this land here to step on that tiger's tail. It's just not a necessary conflict. You don't need to engage with that at all. So there's something that is just not important to engage with. You may have anticipated it and been like, just gonna dodge that bullet right there. What do we have here? We have one flipping over, but I kind of want them to come out. It's interesting. We have this perfect day with a danger zone embedded in it. But you will have anticipated that. You will have thought about that. I like how this thoughts card can be, oh my gosh, more thoughts card. Oh my goodness. It's like really happening, but we have 4 thoughts cards. Like, okay, have you answered your deepest calling in creating the world you want? And then now we have these 4 cards all referencing dreaming, visioning, thoughts, ideas. And this one's like they're coalescing. So all of these thoughts are sort of coalescing into like reality, into some kind of raindrops, right? Creating heaven on earth. It's happening, right? Creating heaven on earth. It's coming down. The rain is coming down. It is happening. These ideas and these thoughts are real. Your thoughts are real. No, they're not, but they are, right? They're you're having your thoughts. You can observe the person having the thoughts and what the thoughts are about. You can do some meta thinking, meta analysis about your own thoughts. But this is definitely talking about some sort of visioning, sort of starting to create reality, but also it also seems to talk about like some really great day in which you just need to be a little careful. So I think we're talking on a couple different levels here. Okay, so, oh, sunny day, a vision only you can see, or it could also be like an actual great day in which a dream has come true. Something real is happening after all this preparation. See which, maybe you need to do like some rehearsals or role reversals or really thinking it through, really think something through. Do not let this tiger's tail catch you too off guard. So here she's practicing. This is sort of the student vibe too. It's like she's young, her propeller is broken. She actually can't go anywhere. She's got her little friend here. And she always looks annoyed to me. Like, when do I get the real propeller? When do I get to actually go? When do I get to actually meet? Stop treating me like a baby. Stop treating me like I can't do anything. So there's like a little bit of a petulant teenager here, even though she looks a lot younger than that. But there's a little bit of a, well, and I was thinking about this the other day. The petulant teenagers, like, yeah, teenagers have a lot of reasons to be petulant. Honestly, I don't blame them for their petulance. I remember it very clearly, and it was valid. That is some valid petulance there. So, but also look at the stripes here on this fish. This is a tiger striped fish. And this cat right here, the tail, it seems like, it's interesting. It almost seems like this sea witch is holding on to, like, their companion is this tiger that they're also being very careful of. So the sea witch, it can also be like emotional. Like, I think what we've already discussed, honestly, is this, like, she's in the sea, she's in the water, she's in her emotions, and she's really working through her emotions and figuring out, we're not moving anywhere, we're just kind of getting the lay of the land, understanding the tools at our disposal, maybe tools of dealing with emotional upheaval, emotional events. We're kind of taking stock of our toolbox. I kind of see this toolbox and you're like, okay, we've got a tiger's tail in the middle of this great day. What are the tools I have to deal with this? One of those tools is just walk over it and ignore it. But be careful as you move forward. Yeah, these both have like being careful as you move forward vibes. Yeah. And then we have touch the sky, another card about dreaming and visioning. These are dreaming and visioning cards. So it seems like you're also being asked to dream and vision with an understanding that the thoughts do coalesce into raindrops. So, I'm not a huge fan in the like, all of your thoughts create all of your reality. I think that there's a lot of reality that's not honestly controlled by our thoughts. But I do think that there is something to be said for this of like thoughts, thought patterns, meta-analysis of your own thoughts, meta-thinking, thinking about thinking, right? And things do coalescing into reality. And there's a sense of dreaming about something. So this is imagining some kind of communication. She's just testing the waters, right? Touch the sky. It's again another dreaming card. This one has more like practice rehearsals going on. This has a vision that you have, and this has like, oh my gosh, it's a vision, it's practice rehearsals, and then there is the first foray into reality. It's almost like when you're doing a play and you have dress rehearsal. So we have memorized, we've seen the vision, we've gotten it, we've done all of these rehearsals, and now we're having a dress rehearsal here. It's sort of our first foray, or maybe like that Thursday night before opening night where like friends and family come and you do the performance in front of people as if it's a performance, but you kind of work out all the kinks. And honestly, it's better if that goes horrifically wrong. If you're like friends and family, pre-opening night, or what do you call that? Not the grand opening, but the soft opening. Yeah, a soft opening. It's almost better if the soft opening is like horrific, because then all the kinks get worked out. But if the soft opening goes really, really well, be ready for opening night to be hell, because there's a lot of glitches that did not get caught in the soft open. So that's what I see, a vision, rehearsal, soft open. Yeah. It's happening, and this is the process. These thoughts are coalescing. There is some danger here. There is a danger zone. I think you're going to be easily able to sidestep it. Okay, let's move into the tarot. I have Ethereal Visions Tarot. Very soft deck, but we'll see what happens. Six of Pentacles. Equality, equal exchange. I want to say an egalitarian modality. Generosity, gifts. It's almost got judgment vibes too. Worthiness. I see two people getting different gifts, like somebody receiving a physical gift and somebody receiving an emotional gift. And each person may be very jealous of the other person. But typically Six of Pentacles is gift giving. I just see these as like about to brawl and someone trying to split their attention between this, which is not a normal reading of Six of Pentacles. They know they're in competition for something, which is also not a normal reading for Six of Pentacles. It's like gifts, generosity. But they look like they're competing. Could be a sibling situation too. Past, present, inner landscape, what's the issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. All right. Whoa, okay. Accidental reversal here. Knight of Swords. Some information has come in. Look at this. Got our warrior woman. Information. Yeah. Clarity and information has already come in. You already got the notice. You already got the information that you need. It has come in. It is here. Interesting that it's like the call, and then did you answer the call? Did you respond to the email? This all looks like something that, I mean, obviously we're in tarot land, so it's all something that hasn't happened yet, but you got the notice, you got the invite, you got the clarity, clear information, very clear understanding. You may have understood something about a situation in a way that you hadn't before. probably through someone telling you, just straight up telling you, whether this information was good or bad, welcome, unwelcome. Oftentimes the truth, by the time we receive the truth, it's a welcome relief. It's like, I knew something was going on, or this seemed odd, or, and then someone finally is like, oh, you may be like, well, I'm thinking of a specific scenario where I just straight up asked, like, hey, what is going on here? And they were like, oh yeah, no, this, and never that, not this, and not this. Like, okay, good, thank you, clarity. And I didn't know it was that easy. So thank you for the clarity, and now I understand, and I have a lot more information that is useful to me, and I can now make decisions for my own life. So some kind of clarity came in here. The Hierophant could be, in my situation, I was thinking about a corporation I was working with, but that's the Hierophant, Taurus, corporate, organizational, and head of an organization, perhaps. It can be a minister, but it can also just be a traditional business model, and it can be the head of that, or it can be the company itself, or someone, the head in many ways represents the company as a whole. So, yeah, something very well established. There may be secret knowledge, secret information. I mean, and this thing may have clarified where this organization or this person or this head of state, head of church, head of a traditional type corporation, where they stand. So that person at the head also could be getting involved. Like, you may have, this could also be like, oh, the executive is coming to visit our branch or whatever, It could be information like that has been revealed, but it has to do with an authority figure. And the authority figure is associated with a large institution of some kind. Your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, you're a little confused. Despite this clarification, you're not quite sure where to go from here or what to do next. Okay, we now understand where this executive is coming from, where this pastor is coming from, where this president is coming from. And there's just some confusion of like, well, I don't know what to do with this information. I'm not quite sure where to go from here. How am I going to deal with this information? And it could be like something kind of ugly was revealed. Yeah, there's a lot of like things being revealed and understood, but that doesn't mean that the follow-up is clear about what to do with that information. Something, a blankness, a lack, something was revealed, some sort of disguise was removed. Did that come in last week? The removed disguise? And it's not pretty. It's like, yeah, this has been revealed, and this isn't an easy thing to deal with. This is not simple. This is not, and some things being revealed actually created more confusion. Like, I'm just seeing, like, they're taking off the mask, which is a recognizable reality, but behind the mask, there's nothing. There's nothing. And then we have this monster in these cups, and there's just like, maybe not an understanding of what's going to make you happy, of what you want, of where your emotional satisfaction lies. Like, this recognizable reality has been removed, and I think that you are feeling a little overwhelmed or a little unclear, or the landscape just looks very different. It's not what you were expecting. It's not something that you maybe recognize. It's unfamiliar territory. And just honestly, every day is unfamiliar territory. Somehow we get lulled into thinking, it's the same every day, but it's not. So unfamiliar territory, yeah. That's where you feel like maybe an emotional no man's land, or just unclear on how to respond or how to handle something. What's at issue is the Emperor in reverse. There's a lot there. Oh my gosh, the Emperor and the Empress are both in reverse here. The Empress is the accidental reversal that I was not expecting. So father in reverse though. The Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Empress, and then here, this authority figure is not you, and they're trying to figure out how to allot resources like time and money and emotional attachment or emotional whatever. But this is really interesting. Okay, the Emperor in reverse. This is typically one of my least favorite cards because it's someone in power with like a narcissistic take on things. Like not that looking after yourself is narcissistic, but like a narcissistic personality disorder or something like that. But that's my usual take on the Emperor in reverse, but I'm not feeling that today. I feel like just with the Seven of Cups that this person in charge could be yeah, and it may leave you in a very difficult situation because someone in charge is not. There's like two father-like cards here, the Hierophant and the Emperor. So there could be like some father energy, and the Emperor in reverse. This could be like a father that's gone, that has passed. This could be a father that is grumpy and isn't able to like lead a family or isn't able to protect. This protector is not protecting. They're not doing the Emperor's job, which is to like guide and protect their people. So this is sort of a leader that's not leading. A leader that's out of sorts, a leader that could be narcissistic, honestly. So your executive is just out here. I mean, this almost has like end stage capitalism written all over it with this, let's see. Okay. With this, fairness, work for money. And then we have like, actually, I want another yacht. So no raises for you, but we'll give you some kudos. But I'm going to get another yacht. I know you can't pay your rent because it's gone up 4 times in the last year, but this is about me. I'm the guy at the top. So there's this, this narcissistic or like, it's all about me. This Emperor isn't being a beneficial emperor. They're not a benefactor. They are a leech. They are siphoning energy out. So it could be a couple things, especially with like a collective like this. So some of you could be dealing with like a boss or a father that's sort of sucking the energy and the life out of you, or out of a situation, or out of a company that they're just like, what do you call that? When they buy the company just so they can destroy it. It's happened a few times, like with Toys R Us, and where like one of those hedge fund, where the whole point is to buy the company and sell it for parts. So they can make a bunch of money. It has nothing to do with like what people actually need, what people are actually buying, market forces, anything like that. It just has to do with a small group of people that wants to make a bunch of money. And yeah, so the Emperor in reverse, like whoever's in charge is not being beneficial. Then we have the Empress in reverse, which really surprised me because this is not where I expected this. So this is in your environment. This is the out of sorts mother. So these two, this couple, if this is a couple, oh my goodness, the existence of this coupledom does not last. So this is a mother that's either not showing up or not, high anxiety. This is not you, this is somebody else. And yeah, they are, not trusting the universe. They're not, someone like when we have anxiety and insecurity, feeling very insecure. And someone said to me recently, like, oh, they're just feeling insecure. Like literally most of the terrible things in this world have happened because people are insecure. They're not like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to do my thing. You do your thing doesn't affect my thing. So we're good. This is not this, a lot of terrible things. This Emperor, Why do they need so much? Why are they siphoning? Why are they taking? Where is this deep insecurity that they have to have more than everybody else, or that they can't enjoy life without having everything, you know? And this too is just like, it's reminding me of some stuff on the national scale for sure here. So this Empress is very insecure. And that's not like, oh, on some level we can be like, yeah, everybody's a little insecure. We can really have a lot of compassion for this. On the other level, it's like, danger, danger. This person is not feeling very safe and they could really act out because of that. So yeah, an Empress, a very insecure person, maybe broke. They could be very broke. It's not you, it's somebody else that you're interacting with. It could be the other person in this, right? Here we could have the Emperor or the Hierophant here, and here we could have like you and somebody who's feeling very insecure and very broken. Like on the one hand, yeah, everybody's insecure. On the other hand, do not underestimate the power of insecurity to make people behave in really destructive ways. So, Knight of Wands. This is you taking a risk. Taking a risk. We have two knights here. We have the Knight of Information and the Knight of Passion. Both of them move real fast and make snap decisions. This all could be happening in this one day. You know, we already got the card of one day. So you may need to shoot from the hip. Shoot first, ask questions later. It also has got sexual vibes, like showing up. I don't know how that plays into this, the rest of this, but being a little flirtatious. The Knight of Wands, we have no idea if this knight is, like intuitive or impulsive. So it may be something that you do that's rather impulsive. So be impulsive. It's like, okay, there's like an event here, a situation here. It's okay to be impulsive. It's okay to shoot from the hip. It's okay to do something, and I think not quite be clear on whether it's impulsive or intuitive. And it could be like how you spend your money, how you spend your time, a response to this, like, did you intuitively, I was getting that from this, like, did they just accidentally happen to step over the tail of this tiger who's definitely going to go on the attack if you step on their tail? That's going to make them feel very insecure. So, but did we accidentally step over it, or did we intentionally step over it? With all these thought cards, I was thinking intentionally, but I don't think it's really important that you know whether you like really thought out everything you were going to say or just went with your intuition to deal with this situation. Because the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse, these are both, these could also, there's the father and the mother, and they are not, both of them are out of sorts. So this intuition or passionate communication, yeah, you're bringing something to this party and it has potential for growth. And you're offering something lively and alive. It's really interesting. I was eating, a little side story here. I was eating at a restaurant and this guy in a wheelchair came by and he had this huge boom box, like, and it was nighttime and it was outside, and he was just on the sidewalk kind of going around, and he had some lights on his wheelchair and stuff. And I think for some people there, it was like, ugh, what is this noise? But one of the songs that he was playing as he was driving around was Staying Alive. And I just felt so strongly like this is how this man is staying alive, not surviving, not just being alive, but staying alive, like alive, awake, alert, alive to the situation, to life. This is how he is doing that. And honestly, bringing some joy, because some of it was pretty rad. And so I really liked it. And this is how he's staying alive and keeping the rest of us alive in the process, not just surviving, not just living, but alive. I'd never heard that song that way. Anyway, that's what this reminds me of a little bit. It's like some kind of aliveness, liveliness that you're bringing to the situation of these two dead parents, or these two not parented, not parenting, not taking care of these two authority figures that are not doing it right. Yeah, you're going to be exhausted though. This is where we're headed, this Nine of Wands. You're going to be tired. At some point, you're just going to want to go home. It could be this day, could be a little long, a little exhausting. Yeah, it's a dream come true and it's really amazing, but it's also exhausting, especially in this, with this. Yeah, Nine of Wands is where we end up, is tired, want to go home, but can't. Not quite. The situation isn't over. It is a situation though, and I like that this card really picks that up from the Rider-Waite-Smith. That this wall is telling me that it is a situation that does come to an end. It's a day. It's a moment where you're exhausted. You're tired. Staying alive, keeping positive in this situation could end up being very exhausting and very tiring. And I almost feel like collateral damage or something. Who knows? Maybe you step over this tiger's tail, but the tiger still senses you there anyway, and feels insecure about that. So, and it almost seems like the tiger tail actually is coming through as these wands. I'm just noticing all the things people are holding in their hands. A sword, some kind of cross, the like ball of authority, and then this ankh here actually, which is strange, and a rose, but those are all upside down. A skull, a mask, scales, and wands. Anyway, the wands are reminding me of this. Oh wait, no, we've got a braid, we've got hair, we've got a fish, we've got this, and everybody's got something in their hands. It's wild. And we've got this umbrella holding on to things. Everybody's got like a prop here. Everybody's got a prop. And I feel like this wand though could be related to this tiger's tail, this like defensiveness or this strength. And I'm not sure about this wand being that, but these wands are reminding me of tiger's tails. Of tails here that you're kind of having to navigate through. And yeah, so you could end up a little exhausted. So just be aware of that, protect your energy, understand that at the end of this day or at the end of this event, you could feel tired, or at the end of something, you could feel tired, and you may have taken some damage in, especially with this Hierophant in reverse and this Empress. You're going to have to be on your toes, shoot from the hip a bit, and whew, it's not going to be over when it's over. There's still more. But wait, there's more. It doesn't say what more there is. Let's ask, actually. What comes after this Nine of Wands? How, like, we're tired. We want to go home. We've incurred a little bit of damage in this battle. We've got two knights and then this Nine of Wands who's like, oh, that was rough. So what's after that Nine of Wands? Ace of Swords, a new beginning, a new dawn, a new day, and clarity. There's going to be some clarity here. Whew. Do you like the clarity? Some blessed clarity, beginning of a conversation begins based on this exhaustion. Now, I wouldn't recommend starting a conversation when you're exhausted and depleted, but you're going to see something really clearly, very precise. It could be a small truth that you understand now. Like, this truth came barreling in, and this feels like a quieter, smaller truth, right? He's hand blading, very precise. You may end up saying something very precise. It seems like there might be an epiphany that comes from this exhaustion and this battle. Like, you understand. What you get out of this battle is clarity, or this battle or this difficulty is clarity. But look, the truth, you have it in your hand here, right? I'm just really tickled by all these people with all these sticks and things in their hands. All right, and then what I pulled already while I was chatting from the Auspicious Symbols deck is Cicada. Personal changes on the horizon. Listen to Cicada for messages along the way. Right, well, we've got, have you answered your deepest calling? Answer the message, please. And all these messages here. So listening, it could be a song that just comes in at the right time. Oh, I was giving you an example of that Staying Alive song. And there was another song that came in at just the right time too, which was really potent and amazing and part of everything that was going on. Personal changes on the horizon. Listen to Cicada for messages along the way. I'm also hearing like listen to songs. There could be a song that just kind of shows up. Like, where are you at? You're at some restaurant at night and some guy shows up very randomly, just enjoying his life, and he's got a message for you. He's got a song for you. So something like that, a little bit unusual. It'll grab your attention. It's not just going to be like the background music we all have. And then one more card here from, what is this deck? Spirit Animal Oracle. Wombat Spirit, be at home. Okay, so sometimes this could be at home, be at home with these two grumpy parents, but like it's okay. Like just try to make yourself as comfortable as possible here, or try to. This maybe is about home and living somewhere. Your childhood home, perhaps. This could be a sense of homecoming. And maybe at the end of it all, you go home. Go home from this day. This dream come true that's got a few little, it's like a rose with some thorns. It's got a few little barbs. But being at home, be comfortable in your own skin. Just try to be comfortable as all of this goes on. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.